Right, hello, and welcome back to Luton's Last Rise. It's episode 12, and it is the end of the season. You saw in episode 11 that we finished it off. So, that means, because I haven't seen your feedback yet, because I have to record ahead, it's awards time. Would you look at that? We're going to be doing the awards, and I've even got a trophy. It's not a great trophy, but it's a trophy. Isn't it great? Anyway, let's get into the awards now. So for anyone that's new here, and there is a lot of you, and I really appreciate that, and if you're new to this episode, do subscribe to the channel. We're nearly at 400 already. I don't know what's happening, but it's brilliant and I love it, and I can't thank you enough. But as I was saying, if you are new, what we do is we do awards at the end of every season. In episode 11, if you haven't seen it, go back and watch it. I asked if you wanted me to do it in a separate video like this, or if you want me to do it in the last episode of the season. That's up to you guys. I've got no problem doing either. I've just split it up this time because that's the way I did it for my last series in FIFA 20. But if you guys would prefer to put it in the same episode, then I certainly will. But we'll just go into the awards today now. And first up, we've got our most appearances. And it's not really a shock, really, is it? That it's being given to Mr. Harry Cornick. The man's played every game of the league season, as you can see here. Sorry, I'll just flick over. He's played every game of the league season. He's got 42 goals. Well, he's played 46 games, which is every game of the league season. Sorry, I've said league season 17 times. League season, make it 18. He played 39 games in the Championship, but then played 46 games overall, which is a full league season. Scored 42 goals and got 14 assists, keeping 6 clean sheets, which really doesn't matter as he's a striker. But he's had a fantastic season, and that's obviously the reason that he's then again getting the golden boot. There's no point flicking off him because he's got 42 goals. An absolute mad one. I can't believe he scored that many. 40 in Championship in 39 games. Was top scorer, as you would have seen in 11. Unbelievable. With 14 assists as well. So was setting him up an average rating of 8. 8 in the league. Over 39 games. That's unbelievable. I can't wait to use him. You guys have said keep him for next year unless I get a top 6 sort of offer. I'll say top 8 from Premier League. So I'm going to keep him unless someone top 8 in the Premier League comes in for him, which at 73 overall, I don't see it happening, but he's so good for me and so important that I need to keep him for sure. Next award is going to our assist king then, and someone who's unfortunately going to be leaving us because I am making it real. Andrew Shinnie in real life has gone out on loan to Charlton, I believe, which isn't too far from Luton to be fair. But in this series, I obviously have done a season quicker than you would in real life. What are you going to do? So he stuck around and got 31 assists in the Championship and then 1 in the FA Cup to 32 overall. That's a mad number. He also got himself 21 goals. Those two have been so good together. I hope that when I bring in Joe Morrell, so there's the Bristol City cam, he's just as good. And I mean, he's a little bit younger, so you'd hope he would do well, but I can't wait to use him. I'm sad to see Shinnie go. He will only be put up for loan. That's the only thing. I'm not going to get rid of him completely, but you never know if anyone's going to take him or not. We shall see. We shall see. But a fantastic season from him. Our next award then goes for our most improved, and that will go to Bradley Bryan. As you can see there, plus 10. 58 when I signed him up, and I needed a CDM with speed, and I had Ray who wasn't really with speed, Tunnicliffe who's not really got the speed. He has. He's got it in abundance. At 18 years old, the stamina, the speed, everything is absolutely fantastic. 5 goals and 8 assists from CDM is pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. And Pans, who's got 7 assists and only 1 goal, and that was scored in the last episode. So I'm very, very happy with how Brian's done. As a young player, only 18, can only get better. And I can't wait to use him next year, and then in the Premier League, and then in the Champions League, and then when we win it. Maybe even a future club captain, you never know. And there's no point going anywhere because next up is our young player of the season, and that of course goes to him as well. At 18 years old, I've just said everything you need to know. He's had the absolute breakout season of a lifetime in the Championship, and I expect him to be one of the leading players pushing us towards the playoffs, maybe even automatic promotion next year, and I'm excited to get to it. And then finally, we will move to player of the season, and it can't go to anyone but Harry Cornick, really, can it? 42 goals in 46 games. I can't not give it him. I can't not. And hopefully we don't get that offer that comes in from a big team because I would really, really like to keep him. It would be unbelievable if we could hold him because quite frankly, he's our star player, he's our star striker. He's not actually our highest rated. I'll go through a squad report in a second, but he's definitely been our player of the season. I didn't expect it to be him because he started out right wing and I thought, he's not great, and then I moved him up top because he had a bit of pace, and he just kicked on. It was fantastic. Harry Cornick, Luton Town's player of the season. You love to see it. Right, that squad report I mentioned. So then we start with, we've got 4 keepers, only 2 of which played. Harry Isted didn't play, but he's going up, so could be a good backup. And then Tiernan Parker, again, hopefully if they increase, they'll be decent. We've got James Shea, who was good when he came in when Sluga himself wasn't doing as good. But Sluga has gone up 3 overall and did actually pull off a good few saves towards the end, so I'm quite happy with him. Then we've got Norrington Davis now. We're going to the back line, out for 6 months, so I'm not going to sign him. Some of you may say I should, but I have brought in Barry Douglas. I don't think I'm going to need him. I've got Dan Potts, who actually has not played a game this year. I will probably try and play him a little bit more, but Galloway is probably going to be my starter. Or Douglas. I'm not sure how Douglas will be when he gets here, but Galloway has got a game face, which is always fun. Into our centre-back, Sonny Bradley, club captain. Absolutely fantastic season from him. I really enjoyed playing with him. He was fantastic at the back alongside Carter Vickers. Another player, obviously, I brought in. Went up 6 overall, only 23. Had a fantastic season. Was on loan in real life to Luton last year. Has unfortunately not come back and has gone to Bournemouth. Would have been great to see him come back in real life because I loved him. Loved playing with him. And he was great last season. Would have been brilliant. But at least he was good for us. We've got Tom Lockyer, who has, of course, in real life come in. He's out injured for me, but not in real life. Came in real life for Luton. Seems to be solid at the back. I'm glad he's there alongside Matty Pearson. 2 really good solid centre-back options for my backup team, as well as Bradley. Either one, if any of them perform, one of them's going to be alongside Carter Vickers, basically. I've got 4 solid centre-backs that I'm very happy about. Then I've got Martin Craney. Gone down 3. Is 34. Surprisingly, isn't retiring. I would have expected him to have retired by now, especially with the drop in overall he's had. I've been playing him as my backup right-back to get a different backup right-back in, because I've got James Bree, who we'll come to in a second. Then we've got Corey Panther. I'm trying to get him on loan. I'm doing my best. There's not much I can do with him. As I said, trying to loan him out. No one's really come in for him. Hopefully I can increase him in a few overall over the pre-season and stuff, and then get him on a loan somewhere, because he's not going to play for me. Same with Jones, although he may become my backup right back because Peter Kioso has gone out on loan in real life to Bolton and is thriving out there, to be fair. So I'm going to look to give him a loan next season, see if he thrives, and then probably use Jones as my backup, because James Bree is obviously going to start. Gone up 6 overall, 73 rated now. I love him. He's really, really good. Really good down the wing for whipping balls in. That's what I'm hoping Barry Douglas brings when he comes in. Into the midfield with Bradley Bryan, up 10 overall. Not much to say about him. Got 3 awards, I think it was. Hold on, I've got it written down. He got 2 awards, but he's going to get more, I'm sure. He's fantastic. Then with Mpanzu right next to him, it's a good mix, if you ask me, of experience and age. I love Mpanzu. Big, strong, great in a tackle. Love him going forward alongside Bryan. And then my backups are Tunnicliffe, who I'm not too fond of, as well as Ray. I may be looking to bring in maybe a youth player of another CDM just for another backup. They're good rated. They are, to be fair. They're just not great to use. They're not very pacey and they're not very great on the ball, but you never know. Jake Peck, again, looking for a loan, same as Panther, really. Shinny, shame to see him go. I'm going to have to loan him out, of course. There's not much I could do about it, but was absolutely fantastic, as you saw. Got the assist king for 30 odd assists. One-Core didn't get many games, and that was mainly, again, because of pace. He's not got it, and I need it, whereas Berry's got that little bit extra, even though he's a little bit older, has got a little bit of extra pace. So I'm very glad to have him. Quite frankly, I need the pace when going forward. Shiddy's got it, hopefully Morel's got it. He'll probably come in and be my starter. And then I'll try out Moncore and Berry. They're both going to be, one of them is going to have to be the backup cam. Into the wingers, Loa has really impressed me, actually. I didn't expect him to impress me as much as he did, but he's done well. At 30, he's been floating with 69 and 68 rated the whole time, and every now and again he'll go up and then just go back down because he's so old. He's just dropping, but he's done really well, and I'm happy that he's still here. But I did bring in Jason Knight as backup to the left wing position, and he's actually put in a shift this year and done really well. He's fantastic, very good on the ball, very, very skillful, very tricky, puts in good crosses, gone up 5 overall to 70 now, definitely going to be my starting left winger. We've then got Milo Hoffman, obviously a youth player, hasn't scored yet, so I haven't done his shirt or his boots. Looks like a good prospect, and he's back up to Jordan Clark, really, who I think is doing fantastic. I really like him. but unfortunately at 27 I don't see him growing much more. He's already maxed out if we go to development. As you can see, that's what that little thing means. I think I read somewhere that's what that means. I'm not really sure, but yeah, not much I can do about it. I don't see him growing as much, but he's had a decent season. 5 goals, 4 assists is pretty good. Jason Knight with the 8 goals and the 2. Do you know what I mean? When you're looking at it, he's got to be doing something like that. Then there's Neuville. Again, I'm trying to get him a loan. I'm doing my best with their things, but maybe I need to play him in pre-season, get him a loan or something. James Collins at 30 was good. He's my backup striker at the moment. I loved him for a while until I got Cornet going up there, of course. But Collins was decent. Gets the odd goal, what, 13 and 8? That's really good. Do you know what? For my backup, that's exactly what you want. When, of course, you have Cornick up top, he's not going to be taken away by James Collins. I am very pleased to have Harry Cornick, and hopefully we can keep him. And then there's Danny Hilton. Good in real life. I do like him in real life for Luton. But for me, at the age that he is, without the speed, not going to play many games. Maybe another striker. I'm bringing in Sam Nombe. I keep saying that. I'm going to be bringing in Sam Nombe anyway. There's my other striker as my backup. And that's really how the squad's been. It's been really good, and I'm happy with it. If we look at where we finished in the league, 8th place, it's good. Only 4 points off promotion. I think if we can concede a little bit less, those playoff places are ours for sure, because we've got goals in Harry Cornick. Hopefully Morel does well. Hopefully Douglas does well at the left back. Nombe maybe as a backup, you never know. But that's going to wrap up this one. It's a little bit shorter than the other episodes, of course, because it's only the awards. But if you want that included in the last episode of the season so that I go straight into the next one next time, then do let me know in the comments below. Leave a like if you've enjoyed it. Please subscribe to the channel. I don't know, we may have hit 400 by the time you see this. I really don't know, and please don't come at me in the comments because it's going faster than I can keep track of and I don't know what to do and I'm panicking. But I'm really excited as we're growing and it's great. I'm going from 300 to 400 so fast. Next target 500, 600, then 1k becomes a reality soon. I don't know, it's mad. But thank you for watching, and I will see you all in season 2.